What's up, y'all? I'm Gannon, the Domesticated Caveman, and you have found GFPF Live, episode number 4. Glad you're all here today. I'm here with some of my good buddies. Got Cal with us. We got Nico. We got Agent K. The usual suspects. And I'd like to say, get better, H.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what's GFP all about? We're just here to talk about all things nerd, man. We talk about toy photography. We talk about movies. We talk about whatever is in nerd pop culture going on right now. So that's kind of what we do. So grab your favorite action figure and settle in. Let's do this thing, man. We got anybody in the crowd yet? Who's out there?
Your much better half, as usual.
That's my much better half, yeah.
Everybody say hello, say me.
She's a big fan.
We know.
I don't know why, but you know.
Also, it's my better half. Hello, honey.
You're much better half too, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. I see Ren out there. What's up, Ren?
Yo, Ren man.
Good to see you, man. And there's Monk, man. I see him out there too. What's up, Monk? Good to see you, buddy.
Oh, starting to bring a lot of people on the chat.
Yeah, I like it. So LOTP, the main page. I don't know who's behind that right now, but good to see you guys for sure.
I kind of know that it's maybe like DC Multiverse.
Oh, okay. What up, DC? Awesome.
So H&H goes into kind of Terminator thing. I'll be back.
Yeah, right. Well, at least you know, H. He's been hanging out with those kids too much, man. He caught his death. Every time I'm around a kid, I get some kind of terrible disease the next week. I can't move or get out of bed. I don't know how they manage, but anyway. What's up, Anon?
Oh, okay.
What's going on? How you doing, guys?
Ren said that it's loving your dial.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a cool dial. Good background, man. I like it.
You know,
I like it.
I knew it. It's DC. It's DC. I knew it.
Oh, right on. Yes, the joys of working at a school, buddy. They make people like you to do stuff like that because not me, man. But I'm glad you do it. I'm glad you do it. Right on. Cool. Well, hey, I'm sure we'll be joined by a few more as it goes on, but welcome one and all. Glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining us. Whatever could it be? Honorable mention. Yeah. All right. Who's this one belong to?
First one of the day.
This is one that I picked. Yeah, it opened up the app, I think this morning or yesterday morning, and saw this. And as we said before, I like pictures that give me a giggle. So great posing and just a really fun concept. So way to go.
Love it.
Rumahan.
You can watch the picture and say, "Ha, Tsiwanya!"
Nice job, Rumahan.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I think we're about to get into some news right off the bat here.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
What's up, everybody? You action figure junkies. So this segment is going to be called ZACKWHY'S World, where I, ZACKWHY, are going to talk about the news and action figures that are happening around the community. And I got some exciting things for you today. My first question is, though, are any of you Batman fans? And did you like the Arkham series games? Because if you do, I have a story and some action figures to share with you today. I'm very excited about this, being an action figure fan. Obviously, we're all here to be action figure fans, but a Batman fan and a diehard collector. So I have some exciting stuff to share with you today. Go ahead, Nico.
Trying
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
Take your time.
Oh,
All
there
right.
it is.
Here we go. So there's a new company that's starting to kind of take the community by storm called LPZZ, and this company is based in China. And the reason why they're taking the community by storm is because of the articulation, sculpt, and more importantly, like the accessories and stuff that's coming with this. The quality that's getting put into these figures is on par with some of the best companies right now, like Mayfax, and even higher quality than that. So these are often being referred to as mini hot toys because of their just how detailed they are. If you can see on the screen there. So this is Deadstroke. He's on pre-order right now. They're going to be about $80 or to $90 after shipping. So they are a little pricey, but with the value that you're getting in the box, it might be worth it. I myself am very excited about this, being a Deathstroke fan. Obviously, it's kind of the reason why I have mine sitting right here. And you can see just from the pictures here that the quality is really, really nice. They're going to come with multiple head sculpts, weapons, Batman that is actually out right now. They sold out. He's got a cloth wired cape, swappable mouth plates. So there's a lot of value here. And that's why I want to bring these up. They're not getting a lot of spotlight right now. And I think this could be worth the value if you want to spend that kind of money on it. Especially with... Yeah, so Fate Hammer just said in the comments that the scale's a little bit weird. Yeah, they're under 1/12, but they're a little bit taller than that. I think this Deathstroke is going to be about 6 inches, 6.6 inches, I think is what they said. They are going to be they're going to be a little difficult, I think, to get because you have to import them. You got to get them shipped from China. But if you can get your hands on these, I would recommend it. So, what is everybody feeling about these chat? You guys, what do you think about these figures?
I got mine pre-ordered.
Oh, you pre-ordered again?
I did. Looking forward to that one. Very, very inexpensive if you take shipping out of it. I mean, it costs about what a maximum series Hasbro fig costs. Then you have to add shipping on top of it. So
remember that comment he just made, guys, because we're moving. I got another story for you.
Okay, do you think you mentioned that this isn't on a lot of people's radars at the moment? Do you think it just needs, a little push from some of the bigger influencers before everybody to flock there? Sort of similar to how we did with the 112 in our Dark Knight Batman. That one got a little spotlight from some influencers, and now I see that figure across the community widespread.
Yeah, 100%. I think so. I've already seen reviews on the Arkham Batman that came out based off the Arkham Knight video game, and people are raving about it. So I think once people start to get these figures in their hands, it's gonna have that kind of a ripple effect where, like within the in-art Batman, where the quality and value that you get in the box is gonna be what they talk about, especially in this climate right now where pricing is, it's difficult to find figures that you feel like are worth the value that you get in the box. And this is going to be one of those things where the quality is so high and the price isn't that unreasonable. And I think this is going to be a really positive thing for the community. And hopefully we get, more companies and figures like this.
I think it's a great choice with Deathstroke coming up soon as well. That's the character that's always aesthetically been beautiful and interesting and intricate, and that boss fight in Arkham Origins is probably what people remember most about that game too.
Yeah, absolutely. Deathstroke is one of my favorites. Go ahead, Gannon. Sorry.
Isn't Deadpool a knockoff of Deathstroke?
Absolutely. He 100%. So Slade and Wade.
Yeah.
Yep. So the way the story goes with Deadpool is that, from what I know, and somebody can tell me I'm wrong in the comments, I got no problem with that, but the artist that created Deadpool was literally trying to draw Deathstroke and then ripped it off and then made Deadpool as a parody of that. So Deadpool, obviously, I love him so much. It's my favorite character. But with Deathstroke being a figure, he actually was one of the first McFarlanes I bought because of my love for Deathstroke. And then I honestly believe that, I'm going to try to buy this Deathstroke and going to start my LPZZ collection, because I'm very excited about just everything that's happening with these figures. The sculpt, paint detail, the weapons and accessories that's happening. It's like, wow, I can't believe the value. And I think that's what people are really harping on nowadays, is just the value.
Absolutely.
Love it, man.
All right, so we mentioned Deadpool and we mentioned Marvel Legends and Hasbro and the Maximum series that's happening. So go ahead, Nico. So Maximum Deadpool. For me, this is going to be an instant buy. I cannot wait for this figure. So it's priced at $49.99. These are going to be more readily available in the LPZZ, which is okay, because they're going to have them. Maybe we'll see them in stores. I know I've seen like the Maximum Hulk at GameStop. But for me, this is going to be an instant buy. I think this is going to be a great action figure. I am excited about the fact that there's 10 pairs of hands with this figure. I don't know if I've seen that anywhere else. And I think the price point for me, it's an easy buy. I like everything that's coming in with the box. I think the articulation is going to be really good. I'm not sure it's going to be on par with Maximum Spider-Man, but that's okay. Deadpool should not be able to get in those positions. He's nimble, but he's not Spider-Man nimble. So if I was talking about value in the box and stuff like that. For me, this is worth it. If you want to spend a couple dollars more, and for an alternative with like LPZZ, if this is more your speed with like Deadstroke. The Batman Who Laughs also has been announced will be on pre-order, and if you can get your hands on the Batman from the Arkham Knight game, I think if that's an alternative for you and that's something that you think is worth the extra $20, I would be all for it. For me, I'm gonna buy both of these. I cannot wait for that. I know we've kind of this was announced not that long ago, but what do you guys think about this Maximum Deadpool?
Oh yeah, I'm getting it. I don't actually have a Deadpool figure yet, so this is kind of perfect. I think the only thing big pop. The only thing, the only thing I would have liked to have seen is a completely unmasked head sculpt. I think there's one knocking around, isn't there, in the Marvel Legends line? But it's got enough accessories. It's got an expressive head scan. It's got the other head scan. A buttload of weapons, and I agree with you, Kay, as well. Deadpool isn't built the same way as Spider-Man. He's a lot sort of bulkier anyway, and even from you can see this picture here where he's doing the crouching sort of stance. You can see that the articulation is still considerable. So yeah, it's an easy buy for me.
Standing on his toes, balanced on his toes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, hopefully that's not like Photoshop. Like people can get rid of those stands, those pesky little stands. What? But yeah, this is I know. Oh no, we will never know. Yeah, never know. But yeah, if we can replicate that pose from Deadpool, I think they nailed it. And I know even for me, I'm getting a little Deadpooled out. There's a lot of Deadpool that's on the market, and there are tons of action figures you can go and buy. And so like if this is gonna be your first one and you think it's too expensive, there are other great Deadpool figures you can get. The movie Deadpool is really good to go buy. There's other Marvel Legends for like the more cartoony or animated type style that you can get. So there are alternatives, but for me, again, like I said, this is going to be an instant buy for me. I cannot wait to get them. Chat, what do you think? You on board with this Deadpool?
I have mine pre-ordered.
Nice, G. Nice.
I could just put that on record today. I have that pre-ordered. And that pre-ordered. And that pre-ordered. Right.
Actually, Deadpool is one of the figs that usually came with a lot of pair of hands. I mean, like the average pair of hands, you got like the one that it's in the figure and one or two pair of additional hands. And when it comes to Deadpool, you got like almost at least like 5 extra pair of hands with a lot of gestures. Even I'm
guessing we're not going to get the middle finger though from Hasbro, right?
No, probably not. But also on Deadpool's, in some Deadpool, you got those like ice plates where you can change the expression of the eyes. So I would love to get some other character with those kind of things that you can be really expressive with the character without being Deadpool.
Yeah, And I think one thing as a photographer that I really love with Deadpool is that you can plop him in any universe next to anything and it makes sense. And he's just one of those characters that is just so charismatic and he's photogenic, and you literally can put him next to a can of soda and it would make sense. So that's one of my favorite things with Deadpool. Is just there is so much you could do. It really is limitless. And I cannot wait. I'm very excited about this.
Is that in November? Is that what we're looking at? November for this one?
Yeah, it says November 1st available to ship. So get your pre-orders in now if they're available. This is on the Hasbro Pulse. Go check it out if you want to get your pre-orders in. And for the LPZZ Deadstroke, this is on 5K Toys. There are other websites that you can get the pre-orders in. Some of them are asking you to put a deposit, $10 to $15, so to help cover the shipping, and then it gives you the final cost later. So like on 5K Toys, it's saying at $78 plus shipping. So just so if you put your deposit down, that will help take care of the shipping. But again, we're talking about value in the box. If you have the $80 to $90 to spend on that Deathstroke Batman or the Batman Who Laughs that's coming out, I would highly recommend it. And if you want something a little bit cheaper that has good value and going to be more readily available than the LPCC, I would recommend Maximum Deadpool.
Yeah, right.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yo,
absolutely.
Some kind of note apart. Merch incoming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nico's wearing some merch.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Well, look like Joey from that episode of Friends where he tries to convince everybody he's got a Porsche.
That's exactly.
I meant Spurs.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben. How's it going?
Hello, Ben.
So
Steve,
to wrap up
good
this
to see
segment,
you in here too. Sorry,
no, you're good, Gannon. Sorry, I interrupted. But to wrap up this segment, I just want to throw it to the chat. Is there anything you'd like to see me cover on my segment next week? Just leave a comment down below. And to wrap up this segment, those were wise words from Wise World, and we'll see you next week.
Later, skaters. All right, man. Not going anywhere yet. He'll still be here. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll into maybe checking out some photos. Let's see what we got here, guys. Looky here. Speaking of Ben, you made it just in time, buddy.
How about that?
Chose by H. So I'll fill in some blanks here for H. Ben, really, really cool. Love all the little explosions and dirt flying around. This is a cool fig. Which figure is this, guys? You guys know anybody?
Is this Haya?
I'm not great at identifying the Godzillas.
Anyway, it's this is a cool shot, man. I love what you did with all the action.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Cal?
I love the particles. You mentioned the explosions. Just you can you can see it coming around the legs. We got a little bit of haze there, and Ben, you've made Godzilla look cool. And Godzilla's always cool, but that's a very good picture.
Nicely done. Thanks, Ben.
Ooh, this is mine. So, PL Toy Box Photography. This person has quite a few pics of this figure in particular, and every one is striking. So it was really difficult for me to pick one out. I found myself sort of going down a a deep dive of the page, and this is wonderful. Like the action figure looks terrifying in this. We've got some beautiful rim lighting on the top there. We've also got, I love the way it's sort of framed in the foreground. We have the torch up here on the side, and then we've got a similar torch there in the background with a skull there. I just love this. I don't play a lot of Elden Ring or Souls-like games, but this is what it reminded me of. Just a dude that's going to kick your ass.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Nico, give some thoughts, buddy.
Yo, this one is, I know this guy, Peebly. I hope you're watching this live or recorded. We love you. It's awesome. I mean, when you get to understand the background as Carl would recently describe it, you got the torch, and down beneath the torch, there is a super tiny school, but you know it's there, and you know you can like reach to all the details even when they are blurred. It's like amazing, like the composition from the main subject to the background. It's super well executed picture.
PL Toy Box Photography. Way to go, man. Great shot. Ah, this one was mine at css.figures. I mean, we were just talking about being Batman fans earlier. I didn't even know how big of a Batman fan I was until I looked up at my shelf the other day and realized all my DC is Batman. I have so many. I was like, wow, I got a lot of Batmans. But there's
Need an audio saying, "I'm Batman."
I'm Batman's. But but anyway, yeah, just like the signal in the background there. Love the lighting on the photo, and I think css.figures does a lot of cool shots. So I wanted to give him a shout out on the show. I'm gonna toss it over. What do you think, Kay?
Yeah, I one thing I appreciate about this is that it's not done in a diorama, and I think there's nothing wrong with it. Obviously, I'm sitting next to a diorama. But to be able to capture the essence of the character just on your shelf, I think is a talent that I think goes unnoticed. And this is done very well. I even like the angling of it give you that kind of like that style for Batman. So it's a great shot. I love it.
I dig what you just brought up there about the diorama stuff. I mean, it's like I have a lot of times people will ask me like, where'd you get that dio at when I have stuff? And it's like just a bunch of random junk I've thrown on the table around him. It's not really a diorama. And I really like super clean shots like this where it's like one thing.
Yeah, you do not need a diorama to take a great shot.
Yeah, agreed. Awesome. Thanks, CSS Figures.
Woohoo.
This was another one of mine. I got two in a row here.
Mm-hmm.
Charnson. I don't know. I think that's how you pronounce it.
It may be Big Carson.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, C Harnson. I don't know. But anyway, cool shot. Very cool shot. I mean, we could talk about my favorite part. What really drew my eye in was the sun behind Optimus. It kind of reminds me of the Bay movie. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of like crazy angle and lighting they would do. So, but nice little motorcycle action there, and the fact that Bats is catching a ride with Optimus. I mean, that's my favorite parts of the shot. What do you think, Al?
Yeah, I like this. I'd a bit of a spoiler. I'd seen this before. This is part of the Worlds Collide collaboration that's running today between AFM and Toymerx, and I saw when I saw this posted. I was blown away. The sense of scale is something that immediately stood out to me. And Gannon, you mentioned how the sun in the background there, sort of almost bleeding through, reminded you of a Bay film, and I agree. Like, I get that sense from the scale here. Like, say what you want about those Bay films, he knew how to make those big, massive, goofy transforming robots look like these colossal things, and I really dig that about the Optimus here in particular. And I think that the little ramp there does so much for the storytelling of this shot. I loved this picture. I know I say that a lot, but this one really blew me away.
Awesome. Well, thank
the motion blur on the wheel of the bike. It's like gives it the touch of it's happening.
Yeah.
It's done right too. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it just looks like one big blurry blob, and they took their time.
Yeah,
looks good.
Yeah.
Looks good. Here we go, Agent K. What's your name?
Speaking about Batman.
Yeah, so Batman Who Laughs is one of those characters I absolutely adore. And I'm on this kick right now where seeing action figures play instruments kind of just it has me, because it's like it's so like you're never gonna see Batman Who Laugh plays a guitar, but here he is doing exactly that and screaming into a microphone. Like, he's not singing country music, right? He's pleasing.
Maybe he's coming on to some of the country bars around here, man.
Yeah,
maybe Carpenter.
So it's just awesome to see these characters that are ripped out of the comics, and like the aura around these characters. Like Batman Who Laughs is one of the biggest villains, and here he is playing a freaking guitar. And I think that's awesome.
It was a Sleep Token video for a minute.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so great shot from Psycho Dark. I really, again, anything Batman Who Laughs, you'll immediately pick my attention. So I like it.
Rock
Don't
and
boo
roll,
me
buddy.
again, Nico, but I don't know anything about the Batman Who Laughs. I've not read anything. I've not heard anything. Don't boo me. Don't boo me.
We can.
We know who the heel on the show today is.
Yeah,
you
Batman Who
get, you get
I
some,
nearly snapped back then. I nearly snapped back into it.
you need to get some comic book from Batman and start reading about Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree. You're right.
And
Incredible character. Love him.
Right on. Right on. Great shot, man. So that was the first 5
yeah,
of our top 10. So we're doing things a little bit different these days. We wanted to give everybody a little break from hearing us, talk about toys the entire time. So we're going to go into another segment right now. And we're going to bring Gal in to talk a little bit about pop culture, and maybe some aliens involved in this. I think maybe some. Yeah. Okay, well, go for it, buddy.
Thanks, Galen. So we're going to tentatively call this segment Cal's Corner. We're still workshopping that, so we don't know. But basically, this part of the show, I want to talk about a popular thing currently in pop culture or nerd culture. And this week, I wanted to chat with Kay about Alien Earth, the new TV show that is now streaming on FX or Disney Plus, wherever you are in the world. So episode 1 and 2, they first started streaming on August 13th, and then since then we've had a weekly rollout, so 1 episode per week. I couldn't find. So I want to talk a little bit about the production of it as well. I couldn't find a production budget by episode, but I could see that the overall budget was $250 million for the entire series.
Wow.
And that really shows in the show, in the series, if you ask me. And for those who maybe don't have context for that, like Game of Thrones is comparable, and Game of Thrones is probably one of the most premium and prestige TV shows that's ever been produced. So that's sort of where we're sitting in terms of how serious I guess Disney are taking the show. And so critically, it's been received really, really well, overwhelmingly positive. It's in the high 90s, so it's like 97%, I think. But interestingly, in the audience score, so non-critics, people who just watch and like to talk about movies, is quite a lot lower. It's sitting at about 70% at the moment. And me and Kay have some opinions on why that might be. So to sort of get into it a little bit, just to mention first, I'm going to talk to Kay a little bit about it, and we're going to do a non-spoiler section to begin with. So we'll discuss the story and avoid anything spoilery. So we'll only really talk about parts of the story that were either in the trailers or in other sort of marketing materials. So you're safe if you don't want to be spoiled on this. If you've not seen it but you're interested in seeing it, we'll have a clear spoiler tag come up halfway through the segment, and we'll start talking about then, and you'll know when you can come back in if that's what you want to do. And when we go into the spoiler warning, if people are watching it in the chat, if you're watching it, give us a score. We're going to score it. Give us a score and let us know, what you think. And if you're not watching it, tell us why you're not interested. I'd be interested to know. It's quite a big one. So, production sort of thing out of the way. The story, general synopsis, let's say, it takes place in 2120. So that's after the prequels. That's after Prometheus and the terrible Alien Covenant. It's before the first Alien film from the 70s with Sigourney Weaver that was directed by Ridley Scott. It's before that, and I found that quite surprising considering what we've had happen in all those other films and the fact that we're taking this to Earth. So yeah, that's when it's set, and the story basically follows a crashed vessel that is a Weyland-Yutani spaceship, and it's dealing with the aftermath of that. So when this spaceship crashes, a bunch of different aliens are released from their chambers, which includes the xenomorph, the one we all want to see. And the other significant part of the plot is that we're introduced to a new megacorp. So Weyland-Yutani, we know, is been in almost every sort of alien movie, and they are this big sort of almost antagonist group in every one of those movies. But we're introduced to a new megacorp in this, and they're called Prodigy, and we pick up from there. We pick up with them, and they basically just done their first round of successfully putting like human consciousness into a synthetic body. And so what they do with those people they put in those synthetic bodies is they send them to the crash site. And that's kind of our insight and incident. That's where we're kicking off the story, and that's where we're going. So with that in mind, Kay, what's the vibe check? How are you feeling at the moment? We've had some conversations about this, but where are you at now? And have you watched the newer episode? Are you all caught up?
Yeah, I'm all caught up. Before I get into what I'm thinking, first of all, I want to hear chat. Has anybody seen it? What do you think? Go ahead. I see H put his score in the chat. Go ahead, leave a comment and what your thoughts are on the show. Also, Dannon and Nico, have you guys seen this?
Yes.
Are you all caught up?
I'm all caught up.
Awesome. So we're definitely gonna throw this around the room.
Yeah.
So I just watched episode 4, and for me, episode 4 is my favorite so far.
Okay.
And it's a little bit slower in this episode, but they're doing something interesting where they're building more story and building layers into this. And for the first 3 episodes, I wasn't super excited watching them. There's a lot of excitement, a lot of things that go on, but it's not anything unique that I feel like I haven't seen that. I've already seen this before. And I'm also not a giant Alien fan. I haven't watched a lot of the Alien stuff. So this is really my first introduction. I think I saw the original movie with Sigourney Weaver once in my whole life, and I just not the biggest fan. Yeah, I know, but this. Hey, listen. So I'm watching this from a point of view where I'm not.
I'm sorry, Kay.
2 heel turns in one episode.
Nobody's being nice to me. But I'm looking at this from a perspective where I'm not familiar with the material, and I'm trying to learn. Obviously, I know what a xenomorph is. I'm not that much under a rock, but so the first 3 episodes were okay, and I just felt like they weren't doing anything different. But that for me took a turn in episode 4 where they started doing some things that were unique, or I felt like I didn't see yet. And the story was more interesting of what was kind of unraveling. And for me, actually, one of my favorite characters in this is actually the owner of the company, Prodigy. What's his name? Kid
Cavalier.
Boy Genius.
Boy Genius Cavalier. Yeah. So he actually is really interesting to me. He's probably my favorite character so far. And Timothy Oliphant's character, who plays, it's Kirsch. He's also a synthetic in the show, and he's very interesting to me too. But those are my overall thoughts. I think the episodes are good so far. I'm really excited now to see what's gonna kind of happen in the next few episodes. But episode 4 for me is my favorite right now.
Raylan Givens goes robotic.
Yeah, yep, Raylan Givens, exactly. Yeah. So if I were to put a grade on this so far, what?
Wait.
Nah,
let's save that for the end of the first bit. So for me, we've had a couple of conversations about this, Kay, and I found your opinion quite interesting. I didn't know that you weren't that engaged with the IP in general, so that's really interesting. And I think that's a unique perspective for you to have, because I know some of the criticisms you had early on was that you felt like this was treading ground that other like IP had already done. But it's probably more the other way around, really, because Alien sort of was a huge trendsetter. But for me, like, I thought generally the show started really, really strong for me. I felt the opposite of you. I thought episodes 1 and 2 were probably my favorite for a while. I thought the cinematography was strong. The direction was great. The effects were all really convincing, and the performances. I think it's all top tier filmmaking in those early episodes. But then after the second episode, the sort of vibe starts changing for me, and it stops feeling like an Alien thing and more like a general sci-fi thing. And it did start losing me a little bit there, because I was finding it a little bit less interesting. But having said that, and we'll talk about it a little bit more in a minute, but there are aspects of episode 4 that I found really sort of like riveting. And you mentioned the cast, Kay. So I wanted to I've made a little list of people that stood out to me. So Sydney Chandler, she plays Wendy. She's sort of the main protagonist. And Her performance is brilliant in that. She's a young actress. She's actually the daughter of Kyle Chandler, who is, he's from Office Space and some of the Conjuring movies. He's like become sort of a typical like grumpy dad character in a lot of movies, but he's also going to play Hal Jordan in the upcoming DCU Green Lantern Corps series, which I'm really excited for. So,
is that the dude from Friday Night Lights? Or am I thinking of a different?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I've seen that. I'm not massively familiar with Chandler. I've seen. He's one of those dudes that you're like, oh, that's that guy.
Yeah.
The old Leo DiCaprio thing. Elsewhere, we have Alex Lawther. So he plays Joe. He plays a medic in this, and you'll know him from a Black Mirror episode. If you've seen the Black Mirror episode, you probably know what I'm talking about. Pretty rough going. He's also in the first season of Andor, so he's in that initial first arc of series 1, and he's fantastic in that. He's good in this, but he's better in Andor, and Andor is one of my favorite shows ever. Like, if you're not watching that, watch that. You mentioned your favorite character. I hate this dude. So his name's Samuel Blinken. He plays Boy Cavalier, and he's your typical Elon Musk / Mark Zuckerberg type. So really likable.
I can't wait till we get to the spoilers on that.
He's
so much to say.
He's cool. I won't say anymore. Okay, so this was going to be my last cast member, but then after episode 4, I put somebody else on the list. Timothy Oliphant, one of my favorite actors, who has not really cracked that ceiling. Do you know what I mean? He's kind of like Ryan Reynolds before he bagged Deadpool. He's done quite a lot. Like if you look at the list of Oliphant's work, series like Justified, Deadwood. He's in Book of Boba. He's in Mandalorian. He's in some great, like, iconic 90s films. Gone in 60 Seconds with Nick Cage. Go. Just anytime. And he's so charismatic. Anytime he's in something, I pay attention. He was even in a few episodes of The American Office, and he was brilliant in it. But the last cast member I wanted to talk about was Babu Sise. And I'm not familiar with Babu Sise, but he plays a character. Don't want to say it. He plays a character in this that initially I thought, oh, okay, I've seen this character before in this universe. But as we get into more and more episodes, more layers of that onion gets peeled away, and I'm finding him absolutely captivating. So before we go in, let's do it then. Before we go into spoilers, Kay, what are you thinking? What are you giving it out of 10?
Overall, right now I'm at a 7. And I think there's a lot of room for improvement. I think it hasn't wowed me yet. Again, the show is beautiful to look at. It's done really well. The animations, the graphics, like it does have that retro style while putting it in the futuristic setting. So it doesn't have a lot of that ambience and builds like tension and stress. And I think it does a really good job executing that. I think I'm at a 7 at the moment only because I'm holding out for hope that there is going to be more, and I am looking forward to finishing out. After the second episode, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this anymore. But I plugged away after the third episode. I'm like, okay, let's try it again. And then fourth episode, I'm good. All right, I'm gonna watch the rest of it and see it. So I'm at a 7. I think there's room for opportunity to grow, and I'm excited for that.
Cool. I think I'm with you actually. When I started this show, I told you this is, and we're going to hear this a lot in the next couple of years, so bear with me. I said, people are calling this the Andor of Alien. It's not that. It's not. It's completely different. I don't think it's as strong. I don't think the production is as strong either. But I think it's a 7. I think it's leveling out for me. But episode 4 gave me hope that it might be going somewhere a little bit more interesting. Because I thought initially, I'm into this feels like Alien. I know I've seen this. But then I watched some other Alien stuff again. And I was like, okay, I'm actually bored of the same thing happening over and over. What about you, Ganem? How are you feeling? What would you give it?
I'm going to give it the same rating I gave Superman, 6.5 to 7.
Okay.
Which for me is not bad. I mean, I would recommend. I'd say, yeah, you should watch the show. It's good. But like I said, you tell me when I can start talking about spoilers, and I'll tell you what I think.
Well,
I'm excited to hear your take.
Nico, have you seen it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What do you think?
For me, it's a solid 7.5.
Okay.
But that's why, because I'm watching from more the like Kay says before, they put so much retro style things into this new kind of show, but you're still on the like 80s aesthetic thing. I mean, those like computer with the glass screen and those pixelated characters. I love that kind of style. So for me, it's a solid 7.5. But I'll be better making some kind of scoring at the end of the show with the whole thing and say, okay, it's this note for the whole thing.
Okay.
That's
yeah.
fine.
So it feels like we're sort of on the same page. Okay, so we're going to go into spoiler territory now. So anybody that doesn't want it ruined, we've got a banner up there. Give us a mute if you care. We've got a horrific siren as well. So we're going to talk about spoilers.
You have been warned.
We'll talk about. So a lot of people have been mentioning,
hit the mute button. Hit the mute button.
Okay, so one thing I will say, Kay, and this is not a massive spoiler in terms of the plot itself, but I really like some of the aliens that they've introduced into the world so far. That little eye with the tentacles that just gets into your eye. Oh, that is some.
What's up with that goat?
Yeah, it just stands up straight, and it's like the tentacles sort of got it to stand up straight, and he was like, "Oh no, this animal doesn't stand up straight. I need to go back down." And just some gnarly stuff.
Yes.
So,
yes, that one.
Gannon, you couldn't wait for spoilers. Hit us with it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm excited to hear your take.
So first 2 episodes, I'm like, okay, cool. I see what they're doing here. This is very alien. This is what we've crashed on Earth. We've got an invasive species that could wreak havoc on the planet. And so where are we going with this, right? And then I thought, well, that'd be kind of boring because zombies and aliens, whatever it is, they're always going to get you. Something like that's going to get you, right? Then we got into the last couple of episodes, especially the fourth one. And I started to go, this is like a gory version of Stranger Things, is what it started feeling like to me. You know what I mean? It was like
I do.
Yeah, it just had that vibe. And so
yes.
So and the thing with they lost a half point with me when she started talking to the alien. I was like, okay, that lost a half point for me. So
yeah.
It's interesting because I actually really like that.
Anyway.
That is a really good observation, Gannon, because there have been times when, so we should sort of say, people who haven't seen it, but are okay with spoilers, they put kids' consciousness into adult bodies. So we're seeing a fair amount of action, but the behavior of those adults are childish. And initially I was like, okay, when are we going to move past this? Mm-hmm. I'm looking out a bit now because I'm really liking the way Marrow, the
cyborg.
I'm really liking the way he's manipulating one of the younger characters. Now I can't remember the name. I'm really liking the way you can sort of see how he's doing that, because we have to remember that those characters are not grown up. They're actually, I don't know, like 10 or something.
About the acting too. I mean, that's fantastic. The guy that plays the guy from India and the other guy, his buddy, when they're being confronted by I'm sorry, I'm terrible with the character.
Oh, no, there's a lot of information. Don't worry about that. Yeah.
When they're in the egg room and they're just kind of hanging out in there, and the guy comes in and pulls the gun on him. I thought the acting was so good in that part. It was like, how two kids are like 9 and 10 years old would react to.
Yeah, you're talking about Marrow. That's Marrow.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to remember that name, but you remember a name like Marrow. That is
right.
Yeah, really. I think he is at the moment. He is a standout. Him and Oliphant. Who wanted to talk about Boy Cavalier? Was it you, Gannon? Did you say you had something to say about him, the oligarch?
Oh yeah, just
dude.
So it always cracks me up because listen, man. I don't want to go off the rails here, but like they always like paint pictures of these dudes that are like the richest men in the world, like they're these idiots. Like like they're complete idiots. I mean, obviously they're idiots, and they're what kind of moron pulls all those aliens into a lab? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
who does that, right? You know what I mean? And so that's always like it's like Dr. Evil with sharks and laser beams, you know? Sharks with laser beams. It's like, who does this, you know? So I always have it. My willing suspension of disbelief kind of goes out the window a little bit the instant that the smartest man in the world decides that let's bring the most dangerous thing in the universe and breed them.
Yeah.
So,
I am a little bit more forgiving in this one because this guy is showing just how arrogant he is when he's constantly reminding people, I'm way smarter than you. I'm way smarter than you.
Right.
So,
right.
But we all know what's going to happen. He's going to get ripped apart at some point.
Well, he's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You know, the smartest man in the world. You know, the smartest man in the world is not a cartoon character, right? So that's how I always feel about it. But I guess you have to have a villain. So, and he has to be smart.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's my plan. This is what I'm going to do, and when I'm done doing this,
I thought it was interesting. He's obsessed with the Neverland and the story of Peter Pan. You know, putting these kids in these sort of quote unquote grown up bodies, but also he's quite childlike himself. He's like a toddler. Like he's like a toddler, like a really arrogant toddler. Do you know what I mean? He's sort of almost got that wide-eyedness about him. But yeah. Okay, should we see what some people are thinking? I think we've got a few people. I'm not sure who's manning the comments at the moment, but I don't know if anybody wants to.
Everybody's muted just because they're scared of spoilers. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's really going on. I don't know if that's really what's going on, but anybody.
We've had quite a bit of back and forth. Some people sort of saying how they feel. But yeah, I don't know if you want to take off the banner and maybe people can come back in and we can see what they think.
Okay, temporarily, no more spoilers.
No more spoilers.
Yes, no more spoilers. Be good. But yeah, I might, in a few weeks when this is wrapped up, do a little debrief. I don't think I'll speak as long as I did today, but I'd be certainly interested to see where this lands for everybody at the end of it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want to talk about Boyd Cavalier just a little bit because you guys are kind of cold on him. And I want to kind of express why I'm really, really interested in this character. I think his arrogance.
Careful, we're in non-spoilers though.
Yeah, I know. But so basically, what I like about him, the actor, I think is portraying the role really well. And one thing I like about it is that his arrogance is going to we're going to see how that unfolds. And I just think the way he's playing the role and how he's developing the relationship he's having with the people in his company and within his circle is going to unravel. And you can kind of see in each episode where he's pushing people in a different direction that he probably wants them to be closer. So blinded, he's blinded by this one thing in his head now that he's just throwing everything to the wayside. I just want to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I agree.
I will tell you, but without saying any spoilers, we all missed one very critical part of this story, and it happened in the shrink's office. In the last episode.
Yeah.
So
maybe we can come back to that. Yeah, maybe we'll come back to that at the end. Yeah.
That's going to play an important part in this. I think.
Yeah.
So
freaky
layers
and
to the onion. Layers to the onion, right? Things are starting to kind of unravel, and that onion's gonna get a little stinkier.
Yep. Awesome.
Right. Okay.
Cool. Well, Cal, do you have anything else to share today, or are we gonna just do the second half of the?
I think we'll walk out of the corner for now. Yeah. All
right. Sounds good.
We'll walk out the corner for now.
Let's do it. All right, whoever smelt it, dealt it. Oh, this is me. Okay. All right. Well, come on. Let's look at this picture, man. I mean, it's simple, but it's awesome. I love everything about the photo. I love the lighting. I love the props, obviously, and just the idea behind the photo is what did it for me. So great job, Johnny G Films. Great job, man. Go follow that guy.
Yeah, love that photo.
Yep. Cool shot. And I think that's actually going to be lead us right into the number 5 photo, which is
Number
Number
6.
Number 6, sorry. Nico,
Yeah.
tell us all about it, buddy.
I'm going to be honest. This picture was picked by my wife because I was looking for all the pictures that I have in mind, and my wife went like, "Oh, look, they're making coffee. Put that one." And it was, "Oh, you're right. They're making freaking coffee. Batman and Robbie, super huge mug for them, and I really loved it." So the lighting, how the guy managed to put everything like in a cool order, the plant on the background, it's okay, they are on a kitchen table, but they are doing something, and it makes sense to me at least. I love it.
I like it, Nico.
UK, I know you're the DC guy and the Batman guy. What do you think?
This is pretty. I like how warm this is, right? It's like kind of gives you the heart. Like, I know they're in costume here, but Batman and Robin are fighting a cup of coffee. You know, they're trying to make it together instead of fighting crime. And there's like a sense of like family here that I really like. It's warm. It's like it's focused on Batman and Robin, which gives you that type of like intimacy where we're seeing the characters close to each other. So awesome work here. I've obviously the Batman and Robin. I like those figures too. So great work.
Awesome.
Oh, this is one of mine.
Oh,
So
sweet.
yeah, this is so it's the shrimp _shrimp 21. This is Connor. He does a lot of work with anime characters, and we've seen some of his work in some of our sort of test runs and things like that. And he always what I quite like about Connor is the way his use of colors. They're always quite saturated. This is less saturated than I'm used to, but he's very good with colors, and he really knows how to make something like pop out and make it feel not just like a figure, but like an anime character, you know. And yeah, the posing on this is great. It's the big thing that stood out to me. I'm not going to steal everything, but yeah, for me, it's the posing. It was like, bang, okay, this is. I love a good action set piece. So
Yeah, they actually look like taken from a Dragon Ball Z. Like, okay, screen capture.
Yeah. I picked this not ever having watched an episode of Dragon Ball, but I've seen
You want to be Boo again?
No, don't boo me again.
No, come on, Carl. Don't give me those excuses.
There's only so much time in the world, Nico.
Oh my god.
The shrimp.
I will forgive you, Carl. No problem.
The shrimp 21, man. Way to go, buddy. Where's Nico?
Okay, I watched this like the other day, and I was like, oh my god, this is an action figure for real. So I go to the guy and say, okay. I look at the background. Look at the backstage of taking the picture, and it was like a NECA action figure of Freddy, the barrel, the smoke, and it was like literally like 1 foot diorama tiny, and it looks so cinematographic, looks so real that I have to put it back here and say, okay, that's one for me.
Roger that. Lighting. That's what it always does it for me, man. And then this really, really cool window.
It's like 99. It's like 99% of a silhouette. Almost no details on the actual figure, but it's so there that it's so amazing.
But you know who it is.
Yeah.
And he's coming for you. 3-4, better lock your door.
Yeah.
Great shot. This is one of H's. Gizzy Blends. I do like I like the angle on Thor's arm and how it frames in Loki in this photo. Outdoor natural lighting. Good shot. What do you think, Kay?
Yeah, it's almost like Loki's telling Thor, "Bring it." You know, he's got his hand up. It's like, yeah, bring it. I'm the god with what is it? Chaos, right?
Puny god.
What's that?
Puny god.
Yeah.
He's a god of mischief, and he's a puny god, according to the Hulk.
Yeah, so he looks like he's challenging Thor to throw Mjolnir, and I like that because you know where that's heading.
Oh yeah. And then H said it out there in the crowd. That's his photo. He said, "Love of the Thor." Yep. Cool framing.
Yeah.
Framing's great.
Oh
man.
We talk about cinematic feel. Boy, oh boy! And we've mentioned this about other photos, but if to me, a really big marker is if you can look at the photo and see that as a promotional material, like a poster or anything that's going to help advertising. Like, this is a great like teaser of what is going to happen in the scene. Like, I love that Pennywise, it's Pennywise, and if you watch the movie, you know what's going to happen. So great shot. It really took me, I was just in awe seeing this photo. So go follow RV Toygram. Great work from this person. Phenomenal.
It's fantastic. That's
yeah,
fantastic.
H just said it. Promo shot for Welcome to Derry. I nailed that 100%. And that's how people get me. If I can see it as a promotional material, I'm all in.
Hey Logan, if you're still in the chat, if you're still watching, what do you think of this? So a little bit of backstory on this. Logan was, when this first came out, Logan was around 7, and it, like it did when I was at school, kind of permeated across the playground, kids pretending they'd seen it and stuff. And he kept being like, well, I'm not scared of it. And one time I went to put it on and he immediately bolted. He was like, no, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. He's seen it now and we had a really good time with it. But this
Your dad's telling stories, man.
just to piggyback on what Kay said, exactly right. It's a very cinematic shot. This is something that, if I weren't going to terrify my other kids, I'd put up on my wall. Honestly, it's fantastic.
Right on. Yeah, it's a great shot.
I can hear this picture. Hello, Georgie. I can hear it.
There's what Logan had to say about that. Lies.
We need to watch chapter 2.
Right. All right. So make sure you don't take off yet, because there might be another honorable mention floating around out there somewhere. But guys, I think that brings us to a nice, tidy ending here. Want to thank everybody that was watching the show for hanging out with us. And we really, really enjoy hanging with you guys on Thursdays. Make sure that you smash that like and subscribe button. There's a little bell thing too that'll tell you every time we're doing something. But tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to watch us, because it's nerdy and cool. But anyway, what you got going on this week, Cal?
What I've got going on. So this weekend we have a WWE premium live event. That's in Paris on Sunday. The crowd will be roaring. They're always great there. And I've got a project that I'll be posting on Instagram to coincide with that. So it's around 18 images. And these are normally, these are a labor of love. I did this all this week. It's probably about 10 hours work in total. That's coming up. If you want to check that out, that'll be on my Instagram page at SideFigGig. And other than that, I'm involved in quite a few collaborations this week that have been fantastic. I don't want to name all of them because I don't want to take up too much time. But yeah, other than that, my handle's there in the corner of my pic, and come check me out.
Give him some follows and likes. Right on. Yeah. What's up, Nico? Tell me what you got, Matty.
Oh yeah, I will need your help with this, because as you all know, I am not in the US, so I always messed up the time zones and the time slice in the US. So tomorrow at night, Gannon and I will be premiering our very first late night show on this YouTube channel. Gannon, what's the hour for me, please? Sorry, wait. This is for me.
Oh, for you. Yeah. Boo, Nico. No, come on, man. These 24-hour clocks suck. But anyway, no, the idea is we're going to do it 9:30 Central Time, which will be 10:30 on the East Coast for you night owls. And out there on the West Coast, who we have thoroughly abused by missing out on them during this early show that we do during the week. So that will be 7:30 their time. And I think somebody from the mountains put that up be like 8:30 there, but come on, man. What?
Getting signal in the mountains?
Yeah, with the Starlink thing, I like, there it is, reception.
That's where they smoke all them tweeds, man. But anyway, it's so we're really looking forward to doing this. It'll be our first show. To give you guys a little clue, what we're going to be doing every week something a little bit different. But the first week, we're going to talk about some budget lighting, some lighting setups that's not going to break the bank and get you guys, in the door there. Talk about a few brands and stuff. And then Nico's going to do 10 or 15 minutes of tips or tricks from Nico. We're going to go over something in Photoshop. You know what? Where are we covering this week?
How to clean an image to make some kind of easy cleaning for starting an edition.
So Nico's going to teach you guys all about the spot healing brush and all those brushes. So it'll be fun. Make sure you come in and check that out. Okay, what you got, buddy?
So I'm going to be getting caught up on Peacemaker. I've just only watched the second episode. So the second season has come out, and I'm very excited to watch all of it. So gonna definitely get caught up on all that this week. Hopefully, I'm gonna continue watching Alien. For you guys in the chat, don't forget, like Gannon just said earlier, like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on what you would like to see from us next week. And please don't forget to go check out Gannon and Nico on tomorrow night's show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. They've been working really hard on it. And if you are somebody that is like me, who is transitioning from using a cell phone to a camera and would like some tips on Photoshop, Nico is the guy. He's been showing me some stuff behind the scenes here, and it's been very helpful, and you will absolutely love it. So don't forget to do all those things, and we appreciate everybody being here. Calm down.
Right
calm down.
Right
You can never stop learning. You stop learning, you stop growing. So
that's
check
absolutely
them out.
right.
Check them out.
Obviously, I've got the show going tomorrow night, and I have just found out that I can read all of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle books on a Kindle app for free since I'm a member. So a little plug there, but also that's because somebody recommended that I read some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So I'm starting to get into that a little bit.
The IDW, is that the IDW run we were talking about?
That's exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're doing that.
You'll
one.
probably end up reading more than I got to, actually. I've just heard very good things about that. So
I'm looking forward to The Last Ronin and all these more adult versions of our favorite Turtles on a Half Shell. I'm really looking forward to that stuff.
I love the journey you're going on. One of the best things about you, Gannon, is if somebody recommends something to you and you say you do it, you actually do it. You don't just tell people, I'll get to it eventually. You do it. That's right. Cool, man.
I love diving in, man. So if anybody in the audience has anything they want to teach me about, start throwing it in the chat next week. We love recommending things to each other, and we would love for you guys to recommend some things to us that you'd like to see us.
That's a great idea.
Follow up on and read about and discuss in the group. So be thinking about that for next time. Anyway, talking your ears off. So I think. Nico.
Yeah. I know it's a kind of crossover universes, but you can tell me that it's not so funny to like image like Deadpool saying, "Oh no, it's the Batman," and running. So I got to mention this guy. Work is amazing. Go check his Instagram account. He makes a lot of things on this way of being funny but super cool composed. So hands up. Yeah.
Nice job. Nice job.
Batman heavy episode today, boys.
Yeah. It was.
It's a bad week.
Batman.
Yeah, watch what you say about Batman. You might, pick an issue with me, and I'll have to come talk to you about it.
Watch what you come and say.
Don't make him take his hat off.
Yeah, please don't. That's bad for me as it's bad for you. Okay, there's a reason why I wear this.
The last time we heard someone speaking bad about Batman, this is what we heard then.
Guys, that was just a can of soda opening. Don't worry. That's not what you think it was.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Before we get any further off the rails, love you guys. Gentlemen, always great. And like I said, smash a like and follow. We will see you guys next week. Hang out for Nico's outro. Later, skaters.
Laters.
You